Little Father's Day episode. Leslie Howard White, that was my dad, born February 18th, 1948. I could go on a whole episode on nothing but him. That man is my hero, and he's my idol. Thank you, Dad. I know you'll never get to hear this, and even if you did, you wouldn't understand it. But thanks. It was weird.
Yeah, that was a little strange.
It was odd.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, but that wasn't our fault. Yeah,
Takes me.
Guess
I'll
we better
take one
get
if it's
Dad.
our fault.
Guess we better get Dad to fix it.
Yep. Bring Dad in with the blowtorch and the duct tape. They'll fix it.
Dad fixes everything.
I know I do. I know I got an ex who still calls me wanting me to fix things for her.
Yeah, Mean is the fixer.
I was, for some reason, I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
No, no.
I thought you were going to say she still calls you up and calls you Dad or Daddy or something. Like, what the fuck?
You know, I've never and never would, never will. Don't dig the whole call me daddy shit unless it's like I'm dominating another dude physically, like beating him. Call me daddy. Then it's a little different. Like I got him in a chokehold, fixing to watch him black out. No, I'm talking about real life. Like,
do you look him in the eye?
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. You want to go there? We can go there.
When you call him daddy.
No, I don't call him daddy. Calls me daddy.
Oh, calls you daddy.
Yeah.
I kind of.
I'm from the era of who's your daddy, bitch. I'm from that era.
Yeah, but I mean, like, doesn't there need to be a mutual agreement there?
No, not really. If you're beating the hell out of somebody physically, I'm not talking about a video game or a snap fight, or whatever you kids call it these days. What do they even do that anymore? The kids just sit there and go back and forth making fun of each other, telling your mama jokes.
I think that's called a
roast. Yeah, that's right, roast. That's what they do now.
I don't know. Like last year, I think it was. I heard that there's this new thing called soaking.
What?
Like, oh, you got to explain that shit. You can't throw that nugget out there and just expect my mind to wander because I got all kinds of things that could do.
There is insertion made, and
insertion.
Yeah, and
so we're going there. This is exactly where I thought it was going.
Oh well, I'm trying to in a PG form explain what this is, and you sit there, stand there, whatever, and you soak.
Here's what Google says. It says
what?
Soaking is a loophole that many Mormons apparently use to get around the no sex before marriage rule. It's essentially when a man inserts his pee into a woman's V, but doesn't thrust and instead stays still.
Mm-hmm. Did we become fucking PG rated? So when a dude sticks his pecker in a chick.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right. Now we're clear.
But
gotcha.
How does that even work?
It's not sex, honey, if it's just a tip.
It didn't specify whether or not it was the tip, dude.
I mean, Mormons are weird. I don't care. I want to say that. And if you're a Mormon, you're weird. Like, you have weird beliefs.
Marinating it in vaginal fluid without creating any friction.
That's some Zen meditation right there. Because I mean, what kind of dude's gonna have that much restraint?
That's what
just gonna stick it in here and let it sit.
I'm just trying to figure out how that's good for either one of them, because A, you have an erect penis that has to eventually, become non-erect and release, and then the female too. Like, how does that pleasurable of.
That's boring for the chick, and you know it. Like it's got to be.
Yeah, I
It's got to
agree.
be.
I agree
It's got to be. She's
completely.
watching it. There better be a clock behind the dude because she's watching the timers. Fucking hurry up, dude. And
Wow.
true crime's fixing to run a docu-series. Hurry up, I gotta watch. I don't have TiVo. I can't record it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm serious. There's like a million things that woman's thinking about other than that. Other than just thinking this is fucking weird.
Yeah, this is really.
How
Maybe
many?
it's
Okay,
like
so how many of them do you honestly think that just is where it ended? Really, really? Like none of them. Zero.
I
Zero.
mean,
And if it did, it's because it got snatched out real quick. Dude turned red face because the chick giggled or something like that, or just not doing anything literally not doing anything at all. And she's like, "You're done. This is over. The soaking has ended, sir. If you're gonna soak it, you can go soak it in the bathtub."
uh-huh. Oh my goodness gracious.
They need to start giving those kids that same shit they give the prison inmates so they don't get boners.
I mean, but I just wanted to ferment my meat in her sauce, you know. Her
I don't
moist
think you want
cave.
ferment, dude. You don't want to ferment anything. Do you understand what fermentation is?
I
I'm
do.
not. If you put your dick in something and it starts to ferment, my man, you need to go straight to the doctor. I mean, you need to stop what you're doing and go to the doctor because I'm pretty sure you've got three somethings.
Yep.
Uh, well, I mean, that kind of would go for both of them if you want to be realistic.
I'm, I mean, what do you do if it sneezes at you?
Oh,
It's a valid question. I
man,
would run quickly.
just
But see, that's the thing. Like,
the mental image on that alone, though.
dude, from a man's perspective, and correct me if I'm wrong,
You can't fix that.
but is it not a red flag that as soon as you like start to undress her, you smell an odor in the air? That's a red flag. I'm like, no, this isn't happening. This just immediately turn into fellatio. That's what this just happened. Are we going to do it? No, we are not. Not even a little bit. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, odor is
Gotta.
something that ruins it real fast.
I used to work
I'm
with this old guy, and he would. I'm sorry, I will let you get to your point. I just got to get this one out of my head. I used to work with this old guy, and this is the most ass backward thing I've ever heard because I understand like pH balance of stuff of women. He used to go, if it smells like fish, it tastes delicious. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone. I'm like, dude, if it smells like fish, he's got a fucking bacterial infection. I'm not going nowhere near it. And if it smells like cologne, I'm probably gonna.
If it smells like cologne, I'd be asking why it smells like cologne because females don't wear
Uh,
cologne.
I just don't think that perfume and alone rhymed, and that's why I went.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
To be fair, douches and like the creams and the soaps and stuff that women can use for the vaginal area, it smells perfumey. It's very
This is
floral.
very informative tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very.
Yeah. I know some douches that are walking around. So.
Oh, me too.
They come in human size with legs and arms.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
they do. They do. They totally do.
Hmm.
I
So
know a
glad you
couple
taught me that.
I know a couple douchebags that I've never met in real life that I'm like, you're a douchebag. 100%. I've got you pegged, Chester. You're that asshole. You are that guy that screams about your coffee not being right.
Mm.
Wait, so is there a difference between a douche and a douchebag? Like, what's the bag to the douche?
I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know.
One injects the liquid and the other one holds the liquid.
Okay, so of course, Google has our back. Douche usually refers to vaginal irrigation, the rinsing of the vagina, but it can also refer to the rinsing of any body cavity. A douche bag is a piece of equipment for douching, a bag for holding the fluid used in douching. There you go. Just gotta ask Google.
Thank you, Google, for clearing that up. For the
Oh
longest,
man.
I didn't know the difference between a douche and a douchebag. Now I know. We're supposed to have that
That's
fucking like NBC rainbow star thing now that says, and now you know.
Oh my goodness.
oh,
Wow.
This is how this is the Father's Day episode. So you know what? This is how dad jokes. I mean, okay.
I mean, yeah.
These are bad jokes. My jokes. I mean, and their jokes. And well, you guys asked for it.
Yep.
Well, I don't think they asked for it.
Yes, they did, because the ratings on the other stuff when we try to do different things was low. But when we start talking about dumpster fire stuff, random stuff, they're like, "Oh my god, my ADD can work with this. Let's go. Where are they going next?" Santa Claus.
You gotta sprinkle in some knowledge there, though, too. You gotta
Yeah.
teach them, something that's intriguing and enticing to them. So
I'm ready for
you just
Christmas.
gotta figure it out.
I'm ready
Y'all
for
are
the
picky.
Christmas weather. I'm not ready for Christmas.
If I'm being real, I'm actually ready for Halloween because I'm tired of living every day like it's Halloween. I actually want to do Halloween stuff. I'm decorating my house Halloween style slowly.
Well, don't help you look like fucking Fester, dude. It makes sense now. You look the part and you love the part, aka Halloween. That makes 100% sense.
Does he look like Fester, or does he look like that other guy?
Oh yeah, what was his name? Kelly Richard Pruitt, some shit like that. I don't remember. Evidently, I look like the guy from fucking Constantine that was the priest that drunk himself to death.
100%.
This guy,
right there. Yeah, see
that guy with the cross eye. Okay, I mean, you guys didn't know I was famous. Now you do. It's all the more reason to listen to the Mean and Joe show.
I mean,
what was that guy's name? I don't even remember his name now. Now I'm going to look it up.
You do kind of pull it off pretty well, man.
Hey, Paxton Whitehead died.
Who's that?
I don't know. He just popped up on my feed.
Pruitt Taylor Vince is the guy's name. Father Hennessy is who he played in Constantine.
Imagine that he played Father Hennessy and he was a drunk.
Right.
Pruitt Taylor. Yeah. Let's start the intro over again. Welcome to the Mean and Joe show. I'm Pruitt Taylor Vince, alongside Mean and Amanda. Joe is no longer here because he wears glasses. It's like Clark Kent and Superman. Except for when Joe takes his glasses off, he turns into a fat guy who's known for being a drunk in a movie. And twiddling. He was twiddling in that movie Vacancy.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was him. That was him too.
I like getting all my information from you guys. I can't identify actors or actresses or songs or anything of that nature. So
that's horrible. So what you're saying is you are not allowed to play the trivia game with us when we go to any kind of bar and there's a trivia night.
I'm good at trivia. I'm just not good at naming. Like if someone put pictures up on the screen and said, "Who's that actor? Who's that actress?" Yada yada yada. I probably would at least get maybe 50% of them right. Maybe.
Okay, so
she's not very good with trivia stuff like that.
No, I'm good at trivia. I'm not good at naming people.
She says she's good at trivia. Mean says you suck ass at trivia.
I have a lot of
I
random
didn't say
knowledge
suck
in my head.
ass. I just said she's not that good. It depends on the genre, to be honest.
I love Trivial Pursuit.
Okay, fine. Here we go. Trivia question. No cheating. No peeking. Look at me. Look at me. Hands up. There you go. Right. It's a hand check. What is the largest animal on the planet?
A blue whale.
Man, that was a lucky guess.
I like trivia.
Hold on.
I love Jeopardy. Like, love it.
Mm-hmm. She falls asleep to it every single night.
That or Wheel of Fortune.
What is the smallest animal on the planet?
That's a trick question because
It's not a trick question. There's an actual... No, those are microorganisms. They're not animals.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. um, I know this answer, but I can't think of what it's called.
Field
There was
mice.
no. There was
They're smaller than
a
an
there was a
ant.
play. There was no. It's not an ant. There was a play written about this, and it's also a slanderous term for a
I actually don't know that one.
It is the Etruscan shrew.
Ah, so you were close with the field mice.
Oh my god, those things are awesome. Oh, what? Oh
Sure
my
was a
god,
guess.
they're so freaking adorable.
Oh, the tiny little animal.
Yes. Oh my god, those look. Man, maybe I
Wow,
was looking
those
at
are
some.
very small. Those are in tiny. Weighs only
Look at
about
it.
1.8 grams on average.
What the hell is
Look
this
at
damn
it.
thing
Forested
again?
It's a shrew.
Etrusan, Etruscan, shrew. It is, holy cow, it's tiny. It's got a funny looking nose. Looks like someone took an anteater and shrank it.
And then turn it into a field mouse.
What is, why is there no Disney movies with that kind of animal as a character? Because that would be so cute.
Because there's no political point to be made behind a shrew. That's why. Bing! Fuck, that hurt, didn't
Uh,
it? Oh, come on. Say the last Star Wars movie wasn't woman empowering. Say it wasn't. Every major, all the guys were dumbasses, and all the women saved the day.
oh, see, I don't even recall that off the top of my head. I can't make an honest comment on that. What are you looking at?
Welcome to Disney.
Looking at pygmy monkeys. You talking about cuteness,
What?
dude?
That all right?
Okay.
Is this where this episode is headed? We're gonna look up the tiniest animals and go, "Aw, it's cute." It's Father's Day episode. We do what we want. It's Father's here. Thought you
I'm
didn't
just along
know
for the
that it's
ride.
Father's Day. I mean, you know, yeah, pretty much. So, while you're slowly mentally entertaining yourself to some dwarf monkeys, um, yeah, my dad came home from the hospital. I was outside working on this new coffee table. Nobody's paying attention to my dad. He comes walking out and almost falls all over everything because he's missing 5 fucking toes. He like caught himself. I was like, "Are you okay?" And here's what he comes out. He's, did you sell that other painting?" Yep, I sure did. Yeah, I've learned you can't argue. Just go along with it.
Right.
Yep, I sure did. He goes, "Oh well, what are you gonna do with that other one?" I said, "I'm gonna sell it too." He goes, "Oh, okay. Well, how much did you get for it?" I said, $25. He said, "God, somebody paid you that much for it?" And I'm like, "Oh, my dad. That's cool. That's right on. Right on."
Okay. Was he talking about actual paintings or
I
just
have
you
no
were just
fucking that. Who in the hell knows? I have no clue. He's got dementia.
right? That's why I was asking. Like, was there even a slight bit?
No, and that's why I'm like, it sucks.
Mhm.
My dad has become the colonel from Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, I love that movie, but only because
Like
Reese
it's,
Witherspoon.
I love Reese Witherspoon too. I like that movie though. I liked it because of the Fulgurite, making the Fulgurite
The
stuff.
lightning stuff, the
That's
lightning
cool.
stand. That
Yeah,
is
that's
so
cool to
cool.
me. Where'd you get all this money? He's out there just jamming lightning rods into the sand. You know,
Yep. Yep.
smart dude.
Yeah, I agree.
So, some of the natural fulgurite pieces go for thousands of dollars.
I didn't even
Damn.
know it was
Tons
a
of
real thing.
yeah, it's a real thing. It's there are places that make the art not I don't want to say artificial because I mean all they're doing is kind of like helping. You still have to have lightning strike it. Like
Right.
you got to help it. You know?
Like helping our dogs.
Your dogs right now are the trip. Your dogs and my cat. Like that's.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I know. I feel your pain. Do you care to elaborate on what's happening with your dogs?
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we have two dogs. We have two pits, um, one male, one female, and the female is in heat. And we do hope to get at least one litter out of them, and then we'll get them fixed. Well, with said female being in heat, the male dog has taken to trying to do what's natural, only he is very challenged in that area. And he tries to hump her, but instead of standing on top of her, he does it to the side of her.
He's
Or
a thigh fucker.
he'll just he'll just stand beside her, like looking at her, doing the little, the motion, trying to make something happen, and she just wants nothing to do with him. Like every time he even gets close, she yelps and like runs to the other side of the yard. Just
Sounds
like,
like
I don't
10
know.
years of a relationship.
Yeah, I mean it's actually quite comical because she'll like just be looking around nonchalantly, like sniffing the air, just hanging
She's
out,
enjoying her life.
tail sticking straight up, and he's next to her, like staring at her, licking her, and whining, and just going to town, you know. And for like 10 minutes straight, and it's like, oh my god, dude, like, when is it going to click, man? And I numerous times I have felt so bad for the dog that I've kind of wanted to just go out there and just like grab him and shift him over just a foot and be like, here.
$5 says you go out there and grab him, he bites the fuck out of you.
That's why I haven't tried to do that.
Yeah, that's why I and yeah, because he gets all jealous if you go outside and you give her
I bet he
attention.
does.
She'll like run up to you and start licking you. You start giving her attention. He kind of just like has that stint in his eye or gleam in his eye or whatever. He's just like looking at you like, man, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Like you just ate the last of his snacks. He gives you that
Yeah,
look.
yeah. Drink his last beer.
Ooh, damn, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. So
Yeah,
just share a
not snacks
father's.
level, beer level.
Right. I'm gonna share a drinking story with you about my dad real quick. I just turned 21. So that was 21, 22 years ago now. And I went and bought a bottle of Crown Royal. Why I bought
Mm-hmm.
Crown Royal, I don't know. Because everybody was the thing. Like everybody's like, "Oh, you drink Crown Royal? Okay, well, cool." So I got some. I take it to my dad's house. He's like, "Let's drink this Crown. You're 21 now. Let's get drunk." And I was like, "Okay, cool. This will work." So we finish off a bottle of Crown. He starts playing the old Beatles, Led Zeppelin, all of his music, and then he decides that he's going to have an emotional moment. And he goes, son, you've got a sister. What?
Well, that's a
What do you
story.
mean I have a sister?
Surprise.
I'm drunk. And he's like, that might not be the only one. You might have some half Vietnamese siblings in Vietnam.
Oh.
What? What did you do? You went to fight a war. What were you fucking everything when you shot it? Like, what the hell? That was the gun you were using. You were using your love gun, right? Well, I spent a lot of time in Saigon. Okay. So I'm drunk and I'm having to process this. Meanwhile, all the time I'm thinking, my mom don't have a clue about any of this shit. This man just unloaded the world's most secret of secrets in his life on his 21-year-old drunk ass son.
Dude, that's like the American dream right there. Fucking and shooting. Next
Okay,
is drinking
I don't.
beer, and there you go.
I'm sure he was doing that too. I don't dispute that. However, he I get drunk, I get the spins, I throw up, he's laughing, whatever. I had to carry that fucking knowledge with me until I was like, I wasn't even the one that spilled the beans on it. He wound up telling my mom. And so, but there was a long drawn. I'm not even going to go into that part of it. It wasn't anything bad between my parents. It was just the girl's mom, you know,
Mm-hmm.
some issues there. But dude, there's no doubt. Like if you look at a picture of her, she looks just like my grandmother, like just like her on my dad's side. And I'm like, my dad made clones, man. Like I look like my dad. You
That's
know,
funny.
that's just kind of our thing. If you look at my daughter looks like me. My son looks like me. Like we all have that same, this.
Same bone
Uh,
structure, same
yeah, but
features.
I'm the only one with black eyes. That's a weird thing.
My family
Like
genes
the
are
rest of
really
them had
strong.
hazel and green.
That's interesting. No, me and our son, we look exactly alike, and then me and my mom look very, very, very similar. We used to look more similar, I think, but my dad, I have certain features on my dad that if you were to put a picture of me side by side with my dad, you could say, yeah, that's your definitely his daughter. But I think I look more like my mom. Our whole family line though is like copy paste.
It happens when you got strong genetics. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. So, but Matthew,
Apparently.
he's my youngest is half Hispanic.
Hmm.
So you take an Irish and a Cuban and you smush them together and you get my child. And my child is blonde headed, has a nose and face that looks like me because he's Irish and he's pale, but then he tans really quickly. And I'm like, this is a chameleon child. I don't even understand what the hell's going on right now. Like, you should be turning pink. My daughter's Irish. So her mom was of enough Irish to where she's like three quarters. Um,
Hmm.
The Irish
but
and Cuban, that's an interesting combo.
Yeah, and it's weird because like when Matthew was born, a lady that I work with, her husband's Hispanic, and she's Caucasian, and she goes, "Your girlfriend's Hispanic, isn't she?" And I was like, "How'd you know that?" She was like, "Because he has the blonde hair." What? She's like, "Yeah, all my kids, they were born, they're half Hispanic, they have blonde hair." And I'm like, "What the hell has that got to do with?" Evidently, that's a thing. I didn't know, so it was kind of interesting.
Yeah. My son came out with dark hair at first, and then it got lighter gradually.
Yeah. My kids were bald. Like they all came out bald when their hair grew in. Like Isabel, she was always brown hair. Like she's bless her heart. You put a beard on her, and you're like, hey, look, it's Joe. Like
Poor
my
kid.
daughter, my daughter's my clone. No, she's gorgeous. She's a beautiful girl, and but she is my clone. I mean, and like so she got all giddy and excited today because I'm gonna try. I told her I'm like I make no promises, but Ghost is coming in concert in August, and I'm gonna try and get his tickets.
That's cool.
She's like, "Oh, that's so awesome!" Yeah, and she starts telling all of her friends. And I was like, "Hey, I got a question. Did you tell your mom about you listening to Ghost?" And she goes, "Yeah, I told her." I said, "Does she know what kind of band they are?" She goes, "I might have left that part out." It's my kid, man.
Not lying, just,
Right?
leaving a little part out.
No, but I know her mom.
Naturally.
Her mom is one of those fucking people that if you don't tell her the whole story and you find out there's a part that you forgot, you lied by omission. Shut up. I didn't lie by omission, asshole. I just forgot. There's a
Yep.
difference.
Yeah, there is. I've been watching a show called The Good Wife, and it's a political criminal legal show, and I've learned so much from that. I don't know to what degree of it's, truth, but I'm learning a lot about how law and things like that happen.
So the good wife, I get that one confused with the starter wife. Like that was the Jennifer Cox, Courtney Cox. I don't know who Jennifer Cox is. That was weird. I was trying to say Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox did a show called The Starter Wife,
Oh, I
where it was
haven't heard that
basically
one.
she was married to, it was a bunch of women. They were married to guys, and the guys were cheating on them to get to the next wife. starter wife, kind of thing.
Interesting.
It's like Sex in the City, who gives a shit edition, you know.
I
I
haven't.
don't
Yeah, I haven't seen
understand.
that one.
I don't understand that. I get that show was popular at the time, but now we've got the Carrie Diaries or some shit. Like it
Yeah, I didn't. I never
just
watched
keep
Sex in the City, so.
they just keep spewing that shit everywhere. Like we couldn't get the girl hunters from Supernatural Wayward Sisters. We couldn't get that. So but we got what was that god awful show where it's about the royalty. It's not even knights. It's like just
The
Crown.
Royals or the
is it
Crown?
the crown? That's it. That's the name of it. Like nobody cares about that shit.
I mean,
How is that show even relevant? Nobody. That chick that's on there, she looks like she's gonna cry all the time. She looks like a chick who has to fight back tears at any given moment.
Oh goodness, I don't know. I haven't seen that either. I just know of it.
You know, you can look at certain people and be like, "You're a crier." She's a crier. I guarantee it. She cries at the drop of a hat.
the
There's no
hell
way
do
that
you watch? That's what I want to know.
CW. I was a CW junkie. I liked a lot of
I
their
love
shows,
CW.
mainly because it was slowly turning into the DC Comics show
Hmm.
network, and now they've decided that they don't want to go that direction, which means goodbye CW because that's the only thing you had worth of shit was the DC Comics stuff that you were doing.
Well, I mean, they
They
messed that up a long time ago with when they merged with UPN 45, or out here it was 45, but and then they had Channel 6, which was pre CW because that's the merged channel. I can't remember what the name of it was. They messed that up a long time ago. Their direction. They don't know what they want to do.
no, and then they have that CW now or whatever it is, where it's the stuff that's on. Like I mean, literally on your hand, you can count the shows that were worth of shit on there. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
Here we go. Supernatural. That was probably the biggest show they had. The second biggest show that they had was Arrow. The
Hey,
third was The Flash. Yeah, why are you shooting me a bird?
yeah.
I don't get it. Well, what's wrong with that? This, I mean, is that's what they had. They've got one now called Gotham Knights, which is actually really, really good. I got to catch up on it. I promise you, it won't make it past the season one. It just won't. It's good, and so why would you keep it?
I just don't think as many people are watching TV for superhero things anymore. I think it's all, the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all the movies and things of that nature. I just don't think there's as big of a audience as there was for just TV shows.
I think it's funny because the Marvel Cinematic Universe is literally a dumpster that is on fire right now. Because I don't think anybody really gives a shit past the Infinity Wars. Like, I don't think anybody cares now. Um, I know none of them are really pulling any numbers. Guardian of the Galaxy might have done okay, but the one saving grace, and this is funny to me, the one saving grace that's coming from is Deadpool 3, and it'll be a rated R movie, and it'll be the only movie that's worth a shit in that era. Because like Spider Man's gone, they had a good chance with that, and then Tom Holland said he's out.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So where do you go from there? You go backwards. You get Andrew Garfield back. That would be a good one because I did like him as Spider Man. I like Tobey Maguire Spider Man. So when they did
Hmm.
the one where all three of them were there, I was like, this is
I
cool. This is
love
giving
that.
them an opportunity to at least take it in some direction
Hmm.
with one of those three. But no, now we get Miles Morales.
I
I
haven't
get
seen the
it.
newest one yet.
I'm not gonna see it. I don't care about Peter Parker as Spider Man to me, not Miles
Hmm.
Morales. That's just not my. I never got into the only offset of that kind of stuff that I got into was Teen Titans. A bunch of sidekicks that made a badass team of demon slayers. That was cool.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I I kind of feel the same about the Spider-Man. Like each actor definitely portrayed the different sides of what could have been Peter Parker. Because like Toby, he was kind of balanced.
Hmm.
Um, God, I'm horrible with names.
Andrew Garfield was the next one.
he was very emotional. Like he expressed his emotions with his acting very heavily. Uh, and then, of course, what's his name that everybody loves?
Oh, I just said his name. God, I'm tired.
Yeah,
Um, Tom Holland.
yeah. He was like the perfect blend between the two. I felt.
Well,
Hmm.
he was also more fitting of Peter Parker because Peter Parker was younger.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he was more fitting of it. Andrew Garfield was amazing as Spider Man, Amazing
Oh
Spider
no, I'm
Man.
not
No,
taking
no, no, I
taking
know
that
you're not.
away.
I know you're not, but I'm gonna say like you're talking about the emotion that he portrayed in it and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I agree completely, especially when Gwen Stacy died. Like
Hmm.
that was a
Yeah.
very dude. That was an emotional roller coaster because they did it all very very well. You know,
Hmm. I
one that
agree.
one that I'm hating to see is not gaining as much traction as it should have or could have is Venom.
Mm. I love
Ven-
Venom. I love what they did
I
with him.
I do too. I like the guy that plays him. I know his name. Can't think now. I'm tired. But and you would figure with Woody Harrelson playing Carnage in the second one that it would have done way better than it did. But I think that's also people are weird about that kind of stuff because it's Sony. It's not
Right.
Marvel Studios, and people don't see
Hmm.
Marvel Studios, so they just like are immediately turned off. But here's something to let you guys in on: the first two Deadpool's weren't Marvel movies at all, not from Marvel Studios.
I don't
Sorry.
care who produces it. I'm not somebody that looks at like, oh, who did the, who started this essentially? Where's this start? I don't care. It's on a movie screen. If it's content that I'm drawn to, then I'll watch it.
I mean, I agree completely.
I don't care what studio produces it or what studio's paying money to do like that kind of stuff just boggles me. Like the end result is really truly all I care about. Like for instance, like boycotting companies because of, oh, this company paid money to this organization or that organization. Does it affect the product they're selling? No. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to keep buying it.
That's about where I'm at. At the same time, though, I'm weird about that kind of stuff. Like, you could be my favorite musical artist, and the moment that you stop being a musical artist and use your platform to be political, I will not like you. And
Right.
I don't care which side of the aisle you're standing on. I don't like it. I don't listen to music to hear the same shit that's on CNN or Fox. I don't want to. I
Right.
don't care. I want to listen to music. I don't want to listen to your political agenda. You know,
Yeah, I
the power of the pulpit.
I
You can
agree.
fuck off with that power because I'm not going to buy into it.
I agree completely. Like if it's again, if a company is turning it political, then that'll change. Probably persuade me, but if they make a good product or have a good service and their customer service is good, then okay, you'll get my dollar.
I, well, I mean, yeah, and especially if it's like I don't know. I'm just hoping that toilet paper never takes a political stance because
Oh
I need to use toilet paper. I like toilet paper.
yeah,
You know?
2020 was weird. That was
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
weird.
You're talking about when everybody bought all the toilet paper and paper towels.
Yeah,
It's like you better go buy that. There was plenty of food. You could buy all the food you wanted. You needed to wipe your ass. You were fucked. You better bought some towels and taking a shower.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
so. It
I
was
just
funny though, because
yeah.
that first stimulus check, I don't know if you noticed, I did. The damn TV and video game aisles at Walmart looked like the toilet paper aisle. There wasn't a TV to be
Oh,
found.
I didn't.
These jokers
Yeah.
are using that stimulus check to up that damn home at home theater game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was.
Well,
I
if you're
just
going to be living there for the next year or two, or who knows how long at the time.
right.
I miss the pandemic. I don't miss what was going on with the pandemic. I just miss people staying at home.
Ugh, me
Like
too.
Dude, so is the Earth, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like all
just I
these
don't know.
weird phenomenons that started happening during that time. It's like we got all these stupid fucking holidays for everything, and not all the wrong things and not all the right things. Like seriously, legitimately, Amanda and I have talked about this. There should wholeheartedly be one fucking holiday for the earth. Like not recycle day or green day or whatever the hell, they call it. No, like legitimately stay the fuck home. Give the earth at least one day to recoup and heal and everything. I mean, it gives us what it gives us, and I'm sure that's at least what we could do in return. You know,
Bruh, we need to hook you up with some hippies.
what?
I am
And
a hippie child.
no, I mean it's because they believe that same thing. Like it's not a bash. It's
Mm-hmm.
just it is what it is. Like hippies, they love the earth.
Even a
Oh,
well-lubed
they love the
machine
earth.
deserves a break, dude. Deserves maintenance. Needs to have parts replaced. Is what
So
I'm
I
getting
found
at.
this. I get that, and I found this out. So in the process of making sheet glass, that machine runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 6 months straight. Then they have to shut it down for 6 months straight to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That seems relevant. Shut down our Earth for 6 months. I
Well,
mean,
they
we won't have
tried.
any. We won't have any groceries. We won't have any food. But
They tried to
our Earth
shut
will be
down the
happy.
Earth. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, watch that. You do that, that's when all the volcanoes erupt and the Earth
Mm-hmm.
splits and chaos, chaos, chaos.
Mm-hmm.
The religious sects are running nuts talking about it's the end of time, just like they do with
Oh
everything that's
yeah.
major. This is the end of time. This is the end of time. 10 years later, this is the end of time. This is the end of time.
My grand told me one time, Amanda, don't you ever worry about the end of time. Nobody knows because of our Christian beliefs. She was telling me nobody knows the day, the minute, the hour that the earth is going to end. So just live your life and don't worry about everybody else what they're saying because everybody's been saying that since the beginning of time. Like, what's the end days? Oh, it's the end days.
It almost reminds me of you remember the movies, the Mummy
Mm-hmm.
movies.
Mm-hmm.
This is cursed. That is cursed. Is this all cursed? Because that's all you keep saying is these are cursed.
It's true. It's true.
God.
I mean, I don't know. That's a subject for a different day.
Hey, I got a question. This is random. What do atheists call out to during sex?
That's a fantastic question, and I have no answer.
I, riddle me that one. I'm sure somebody listening will be like, "Well, they do this." All right, cool.
Wait, so you don't have an answer?
No, it's like, do fish sleep? That's one of those questions. Like, what is it? What would an atheist say? Like, oh, oh, atmosphere, I'm coming to say hi. Clean that up real quick.
That would mean that they'd have to be that disciplined.
There is a Reddit thread for this question. It says having sex with an atheist. I can assure you, they say, "Oh God," just like anyone else. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, science. That's a funny.
Oh, L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh
Oh my
no.
gosh. Oh goodness. Okay, so that's a random. That was a random thought. Good thought.
Here's another one to screw you guys up. I like using this one. Kangaroos cannot hop backwards.
That's good to know. And I believe it. Their feet are weird. They're just like really long.
What?
Look it up. Kangaroos cannot hop backwards.
No, I know. I know for a fact. I was taught this years ago. I
You
have
know what?
on the
Yeah.
Xbox. I had quite a few friends that lived in Australia, and that part of the world learned some quite interesting stuff.
Did you get hit with, you know what, mate? Kangaroos can't walk backwards. Somebody
I
hit you with
don't
that?
I don't remember how it came about, but pretty much.
It's because their feet, the way they hop off their feet, and the fact that they have to use their tail to balance, those
Mhm.
appendages make it difficult from them stopping. It stops them from going in reverse.
Wonder what happened if you drop kicked a kangaroo.
I don't know if you would. Have you seen Kangaroo Jack? It'll
Dude,
drop kick you back.
you're going to probably feel that. The kangaroo would probably be pissed off and you might hurt it, but you would definitely be pissed off and
They
you would
threw.
hurt.
Have you seen the video of the guy in Australia and he like goes outside and his dogs are going nuts and the kangaroo's got his dog in a headlock
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
and he runs up and like kicks at the dog and the kangaroo just like bows up on him and he's like chest all puffed out and he's like
Yeah,
bring it
yeah.
motherfucker
Like,
and
I'll drop you.
the guy takes a swing and hits the kangaroo and the kangaroo just brushes it off like a bee sting. He's just like
Hmm.
and looks at him and the dude like backs up. He's like, yep, this fight's over.
I have not seen that. That's hilarious.
They're solid muscle, man. So if you were to hit something that's solid muscle, it's going to absorb the shock from it.
Mhm.
You're not. That's like going and getting in a fight with fucking Eddie Hall, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either.
You could throw yourself into him and you just like, ugh, what was that? Like,
There's a video I saw of him, and he's on one of those punching bag machines that says how hard you hit.
mhm.
And this dude hit like almost 1,000 pounds of like force.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another one where this dude's like he's got the boxing, whatever they call it, mitts or whatever on his hands. And
Yeah,
he's got full fucking thick like chest armor and shit. And they were sitting there practicing or doing whatever. And then all of a sudden the one of the two had a wild hair up their ass to have Eddie punch him into the chest.
well, yeah. I mean,
And he
got
did
it.
it in sections, so it was like, okay, this is like 20% power, this is 50% power. And when you fucking full on hit him, dude, it pushed the dude back at least a good couple feet.
Who's
Like,
Eddie Hall?
that's insane. Look him up. He's the
Yeah,
world's strongest man.
you just Googled the atheist sex thing in half a second. I'm pretty sure you could look up Eddie
Right.
Hall.
And then you have the Wall, which played in uh, Game of Thrones. Yeah,
The
there's an
mountain.
actual
No, the
dude.
mountain.
The mountain. Yeah, I call him the Wall because that's what he fucking looks like, dude.
That's half born Thorson.
Yeah, dude. Like that guy is a tree with legs.
He
A
actually
redwood tree.
yeah, he broke an ancient record in Finland, not Finland, in I don't know wherever the Vikings are. Um, there was a Thor had a carried a 1 ton log on his shoulders 5 steps, and that was the ancient mythological lore of it. And homeboy did it. Like he put a 1 ton log on his shoulders and took 5 steps. Holy
That's
fucking
crazy.
shit.
Let me throw your little Honda Civic on my shoulders real quick and walk it down the street for you. You're welcome.
He's he's a
Like,
year
holy-
older than me, and he weighs the weight said like 300 something to 434 pounds, and he's 6'2". That guy is fucking massive.
You talking about Eddie Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
look up the mountain.
Oh,
Look
I've
him
seen,
up.
I know who he is.
He's like
from Game of Thrones.
6'8" or 6'9". Something ridiculous.
The mountain that came up with a movie. Oh, Hofbor Julius Bjornsson? Is that him?
There you go. I said his name. I butchered his name. But people are like, I butchered it, and they go, oh, I know who he's talking about.
He's 6'9". Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two had a boxing match. And fucking Eddie Hall started talking shit about Bjorn's fucking mom, dude.
Yeah, and Thor
And he
beat
got pissed, dude.
Thor beat
Don't
Eddie
you
Hall.
talk about my mom. Don't you talk about my mom. Stood up like, dude. And there's these little puny men standing in between the two. And somebody in the comments was like, are you serious? What's these dudes in the middle of these two guys going to fucking stop? They're going to pick them up and throw them at each other.
Didn't Eddie Hall lost that fight, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. Sadly.
Oh my
I was like, of course
gosh.
you would talk shit and then lose. But like, I mean, I've seen some of his like YouTube videos and shit. The dude's fucking wild. He's hilarious too to boot.
That's
But,
crazy. Oh my god, I would feel like an ant if I stood next to Thor. Oh,
There's one guy, I can't remember his name, but he's actually bigger than both of them. He's got all the tattoos and everything all over his, like, it goes up the side of his neck and stuff. And he's an actor. Ah, God, what is that guy's name?
Is he the dude that's been like going around that he looks like an anime character? And it shows him
Uh,
punching the dummy thing, like he just backhands it and it just falls over.
I don't know.
People
Give me
thought it
two
was empty.
seconds. Talk
Can't
amongst
think of that dude's
yourselves.
name.
I'm gonna do some investigating. Y'all go ahead and keep talking. Give me a second.
I,
I just
I
can't.
mean,
How do these people get so big? I mean, I know obviously exercise, that's the obvious answer, but like, and genetics. But 6'9"? And I know there's taller people out there, but holy fuck.
I mean, look at The Rock, dude. I mean, The
I know.
Rock's what 6'2",
I have no idea. I've
and
never looked up his height.
he's just a
Ah,
wall of
that's his
legs
name.
too.
Martin Ford. That's his name.
Martin Ford.
Yeah, Martin Ford. He's 6'7". He looks like the reason why gun control should not exist.
Yep.
Oh, this dude. Yeah, this dude, when he puts
6'8".
that face on, dude, like that he's looking at Brock Lesnar right now with,
Yeah,
I would probably poop myself, and I'm not scared of anybody, dude.
that is a scary, scary man.
That is a scary looking dude. Holy shit.
He is someone, if I had a gun and two bullets, the first bullet would go in him and the second bullet would go in him, because if he, and you better have a kill shot, because if you just graze him, he's going to kill you with his bare hands.
Oh, 100%.
That guy's taller than The Rock. The Rock is 6'5".
That guy's bigger than Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar, once upon a time, was on his motorcycle. He hit the side of a transfer truck and stood up after it. He bounced off of it, wrecked his bike, and stood up. It was like that. That kind of felt like taking a bump in the ring.
Dude,
What?
he
Dude, you hit a fucking transfer truck.
he's looking down at Brock Lesnar, dude, in this video.
Yeah. Yeah. He's there's some there's the Iranian Hulk. That's the other one too. That dude's a sick monster freak guy. He's massive and a half.
I just, I'm
Holy shit.
astounded. Like, how do these people get so big?
These motherfuckers ate all of the Wheaties. That's how. They ate all of them.
Oh, there's a video of them going up against each other.
Wow. Good stuff.
And
Oh,
Mark,
Jesus. That Iranian Hulk guy, he's awkwardly proportioned. I mean, it's just,
and he looks like the Hulk.
he kind of does. He's all standing there like this, and he's all like looking at the other dude.
Yeah.
And the dude, holy fuck. Bro. No, this video I'm watching right now. He pushed him back, dude, like 10 feet. Martin Ford did. Like they were
Yeah.
getting all weird, and his Iranian Hulk's forehead was like rested in between dude's fucking face, and he just like pushed him back, and he flew, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, they had a match too, huh? Martin Ford and the Iranian Hulk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just going to make this clear. I have tattoos. Okay, I don't know many people who don't have tattoos. But if you're going to get the side of your fucking skull tattooed, I'm not going to mess with you. I am going to open the door for you. I'm going to refer to you as sir or ma'am, because women do it too. I probably won't even make eye contact with you for fear of my life.
I mean, it don't mean shit, dude. I'm a short dude. Nobody's, I mean, if I had the side of my face tattooed, I'm sure nobody really give two fucks. It doesn't mean anything.
But,
If you're built like Martin Ford,
oh, well, yeah, if you're built like the dude, take his tattoos away. You're still built like the dude. He would, come on. Tattoos don't mean shit.
no, okay, fine. You can discredit if you want. I'm simply saying the sheer fact that this dude sat there and let somebody tattoo the holy shit out of the side of his skull.
Oh,
Bam Bam Bigelow, the former wrestler, God rest his soul. It's like he had flames tattooed on top of his head, and when I saw that as a kid, I was like, that man's not nice. Like, there's no way that guy is a polite, nice person. I was wrong because I'm pretty sure he
Mhm.
was, but like he played his character very well. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
I'd
the
have
dude's
still same thing.
muscles.
I wouldn't have made eye contact. Nope.
The dude's muscles have muscles to go with his muscles that hang out with his muscles.
That dude, when he takes a
So
shit, his turds flex before they hit the water.
Okay, that was awesome. That was
that one made
perfect.
that one just made it into a sound clip for YouTube.
Yep.
that one just made me speechless. I don't know what the hell to say to that, dude. I'm gonna just leave that alone.
Your poop doesn't flex for you before it hits the toilet?
No, my poop does not flex for me before it hits the
Uh,
toilet.
that's so evidently Chuck Norris jokes are making a comeback too. By the way, I don't know if
Are
you
they?
know that.
I
Yeah,
don't.
they're making a comeback. Every now and then when I'm strolling through Facebook at night before I go to sleep, and I'll get that one. It's all new Chuck Norris jokes.
Ugh.
Like Chuck Norris taught his dog to bark in 3 languages.
Chuck Norris jokes will never get old.
Chuck Norris lost his virginity before his dad.
As a sperm.
All right, that's a good one.
There are 2 types of women in this world: ones who have had sex with Chuck Norris, and ones who are going to have sex with Chuck Norris again.
Wow. Those are ones I've never heard before.
Oh God!
You know, just for good old knowledge, how tall is Chuck Norris?
He's
He's a
not very
scrawny little
tall.
guy. He's
I
a
think he's
scrawny
only
little
like
guy.
5'9", 5'10", something
He's
like that.
5'10". Yeah, he's 5'10".
But he's
Steven
skinny.
Steven Seagal 6'4"? Really?
I'm a
But
midget.
that's my Steven Seagal face.
That dude is 83 years old right now, bro.
Who,
Steven
Chuck
Seagal
Norris?
is?
Chuck,
Yeah.
Steven Seagal's 83 years old.
No,
Chuck
Is
Norris. Chuck
83.
Norris is 83. And he's a redhead. So he has the ageless gender complex. He still looks like he did 150 years ago.
Yeah. No, he's Steven Seagal's only 71. So, since we're kind of going here,
That's
Jean
crazy.
Claude Van Damme looks like dog shit in a bag, dude, for
You
62 versus these other guys.
No, okay, so you want to see one that'll blow your mind? Look up Bolo Young. You remember Bloodsport, right? The bad guy that was in Bloodsport?
The Asian dude, right?
Yes. Okay, so he looks like your traditional like kung fu master now. Like he's not all built anymore, and like he's yeah. Just check him out. It's kind of cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He
That guy is
thinned out. Crazy.
76 years
Well,
old. And
I
he's
don't know that.
5'6".
I was gonna say I don't know if thinned out is the word so much as he's fucking 76 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But he looks like Kill Bill. Like he looks like the kung fu master in Kill Bill.
He does, yeah. That's cool.
It's pretty neat.
Fun stuff.
Guys, I like these dumpster fire episodes because we went from talking about vaginas to douche to movies to 80s action heroes and where are they nows. And Martin Ford's a goddamn freak of nature. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
some of these
just
people. Nobody should be that big. That's just scary.
anytime I
Shit.
see something like that, I think of Chris Tucker. He is too damn big.
They
you get
are.
the
That's
you
true.
get the female one. All I hear is that's a huge bitch. That's
Who is the tallest?
the tallest man in the world is an Asian guy. I can't remember his name. I just saw a
Yeah,
thing on it not too long
basketball
ago.
player or something like that.
Female,
Say,
Robert Wadlow, something like that. I don't know. But who's their tallest female? 26-year-old Turkish-born woman is the tallest woman in the world. Rumesa Gelgi?
nah,
I don't know.
bless you.
Measure, measuring it at 7 feet, 0.7 inches. She holds the
Damn.
2023 Guinness World Record for being the tallest woman.
She's 7'7".
7 foot,
Is she
point
all legs or
7.
torso?
It's hard to tell. She's standing behind a walker on the picture.
Oh, that sucks.
She's standing behind a walker.
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah.
walker.
Oh, I bet she's got the hip
She's-
displacement thing. It's like a Great Dane.
She's got a long, flowy like top on with pants, so I can't really see where her hips start and her,
You said long flowy, and I was immediately like, I don't want to go there again. Can we not?
We're not gonna go there.
No. I got jokes for days on some 7'7" snatch, so let's just not.
Let's not go there.
Anyways, so you guys content with going and getting the rest of your night on? I've got a meeting in the morning.
Yep.
So,
I think we covered a lot of ground.
a lot of weird ground. That's okay,
Mhm.
because I'm okay with this weird ass ground being covered. You got any final thoughts on anything?
Nothing
Dads
off the
are
top of my
weird too. They may fix everything. They may be able to be your shoulder and your wealth of knowledge, but man, we got some weird thoughts, everything. So, yeah, next time you look at your dad, just kind of give him a weird look, you know.
I'd like to dedicate this episode to dementia awareness. Part of what drives me these days is to try and remember everything I can, because you never know when the day's going to come when you're not even going to know who your family is.
Mm-hmm. Thank God for video cameras and video recordings and things of the whatever century we're in now. Because
Thank God for this podcast, because I know that if something were, God forbid, something were to ever happen to any of us, you got our voices on here.
Yep.
And as long as you got that, we're here with you. So for everybody here at the Mean and Joe Show, you guys stay safe, love each other, have fun, laugh. We'll see you soon.
Long live the dad bod.
Yes.